Hong Kong Direct is your weekly racing roundup full of news, views, interviews, previews and special guests. And coming up on the show today, we look back on the final Group 1 of the season. That was the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup. Of course, Panfield, the hero. The man on his back, though, was Karis Teetan. He's our special guest on the show today to talk about that fantastic win and looking ahead to this weekend as well, because it's the Lion Rock Trophy and Sky Darci, the Derby winner, returns. Can Casper Fownes deliver that knockout blow once more? Karis Teetan might have something to say about that as well. He'll ride more than this. So plenty to pack into today's show. We'll also be heading out to the track to catch up with Mark McNamara and Tom Biddington, as well as they have a look at the Lion Rock Trophy Group 3 contest that comes up on Sunday. That's in part 2 of the show. So plenty to come. Before Karis, though, let's look back on the feature weekend, which was the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup.
Sunday's meeting at Sha Tin announced a changing of the guard in 2 of the distance divisions in Hong Kong racing. The highlight of the card was the Group 1 Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup over 2,400 metres, where Tony Millard's Panfield defeated more experienced rivals Columbus County and Exultant to become the top stayer in town.
Panfield and Columbus County, lifting Panfield. Columbus County can't get him. Still Panfield, a neck in front, and it's Panfield. Panfield won it.
He was quite a backward type of a horse, and he had a few problems. He'd gone in the wind and he'd had a suspensory. So we weren't working with something which was, 100%. We had to be a bit careful. But once he hardened up and got used to the tracks, then he just progressed well.
Hong Kong's latest sprinting sensation, Courier Wonder, continued his unbeaten run when taking out the Group 3 Sha Tin Vase, and his trainer John Size now has his sights set on the Hong Kong Sprint in December.
Courier Wonder is in front. Stronger is on the outside trying to grab him. He's lifting. Courier Wonder, he's holding. He's delivering vases now, the Courier. Courier Wonder won the vase.
It's different circumstances today. He raced a classier field of horses, and today he sort of showed that he's able to follow a horse and take part in the field correctly, and he showed some determination in the finish and the run to the line. So I think all very pleasing.
We had a great opportunity to learn a little bit more about him today, as the pace was really genuine, so he had a chance to slot behind others. When we first start turning, he got a bit lost, wanted to run out, shying away from other horses, but as we progressed through the race, he started to relax and sit himself quiet behind horses, which is fantastic. On the straight, I pull him out and he dashes home as he always does. Good horses, as him give us jockeys amazing field that I can describe it. That was the feeling today.
While Courier Wonder is likely to continue racing over sprint distances, Casper Fownes has the 2022 4-year-old series in mind for his talented 3-year-old Killer B, who was an impressive winner of the day's final race.
Killer B's gone clear of Metro, Warrior and Classic Posh. This B has got wings, and they're very big wings. Killer B won the last.
Fownes will be hoping that his good form on the track can continue this weekend when he saddles up Hong Kong Derby hero Sky Darci in the Group 3 Lion Rock Trophy.
And we'll hear from Casper in part 2 of the show as well, with Sky Darci going the Lion Rock Trophy. All of that to come. We're going to start off, though, by looking back on last weekend. It was the final Group 1 of the season, the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup. And, of course, the winner, fantastic winner, was Panfield, trained by Tony Millard. He was ridden by Karis Teetan. Very happy to say that Karis joins us now on the line. Karis, thanks for your time this afternoon. Now, there's only 12 opportunities to win a Group 1 here in Hong Kong, so always great to snare one of the big ones.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. Of course, it was a great weekend. Of course, to get a Group 1 in a season, of course, it's a bonus.
And correct me if I'm wrong on this, Karis, your previous Group 1 wins, they've both been on Mr. Stunning so far, haven't they? So this is obviously the first Champions and Chater Cup for you. Yeah,
of course. Mr. Stunning was good to me, and of course, we had a good partnership. He was able to win 2 Group 1 for me, and since then, I was not able to get onto any, Group 1 horses. It was pretty hard because once you win 1 or 2 Group 1, you sort of want to try win more. But Hong Kong, it's such a difficult place, and you need to be able to keep a good horse. And, you know, I was so lucky to be able to end up on Banfield, thanks to his connection. And it was good to get the Group 1 again.
Yeah, because he'd obviously run really well in the Derby, finishing third. They're probably a little bit flat, maybe, I don't know, in the Queen Mother. But Tony Millard, after the race, was saying his gallop going into Sunday was really, really strong. Did that confidence, did he give you that confidence from the horse and from the trainer to go in there thinking you had a winning chance?
Yeah, of course. We all could think that in a Derby. I think if he was drawn better, he could have been in the, you know, of course in a winning position, because his draw maybe cost him the Derby even. And I think in the Queen Mother, of course, the pace was way too slow. I can believe it, because when I rode him, he's not suitable for a slow pace. He's such a big, strong galloper. This is why on Sunday the race suited well for him, because we just went a, you know, nice even pace the whole way. So, but you know, going towards the race, I was very confident. It's true, because we galloped the horse a few days before the race, and he really galloped well. I think he finished like 21 in his final piece of work, and I still believe I still had a bit more in the tank. So it was a promising gallop, and of course Tony and his team gave me a lot of confidence.
And tactics in the race were basically to follow the favourite. Exultant, he'd won the last twos. That, you know, sets the standard as far as the stayers were concerned. You were confident he'd give you a nice lead into the straight.
Yeah, of course Tony said just keep it simple. Don't try to do anything silly. Just, you know, of course we want to get on the best horse in the race. His back, that was Exultant. And, you know, from the jump, of course we had a good gate. From there, I just wanted to track Exultant. I knew he will at least take me into the straight, and then I wouldn't want to follow him anymore, because I wanted to get going on top of the straight. I knew like Joe would be coming towards the end, so I wanted to try get that first run.
And watching you celebrate across the line, Karis, one of the, you know, incredible highs, winning one of the big Group 1s, but it seemed to be a little bit more to it as well, because it comes on the back of, you know, one of the most, you know, horrible and tragic weeks you've had personally.
Yeah. You know, I think that win, of course, it's a Group 1. It meant a lot. Of course, that whole week, and I would say the last 2 weeks has been really hard. You know, of course, with my friend Dorish, you know, had a big fall in the race and passed away. Of course, he shocked everybody. Me and him were pretty close, and it really, you know, it was very hard for me to kick on. But yeah, it was after that win, it really sort of put me up again. And of course, Nuresh is a big loss in racing, but you know, that win meant a lot to me.
Yeah, it just brings everything, doesn't it, sharply back into focus of what, you know, what matters and what doesn't. I know that, you know, you're a big support to his family, and I mean, you've got a lot of support as well. I think this probably saying has a few variations, but it applies to you and probably the most of us as well. Behind every good man, there's a greater woman.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, firstly, you know, of course, me being so close to Nuresh, and I know how close he was with his family, and I wanted to be the one to step forward and try something for him and his family. Of course, as soon as I did something like that, there was a lot of people then started something small like that. And we were very lucky. Mr. Koo, the owner of Sing by Sea, I won on the Wednesday. He of course was so generous, donated his whole stake money to Noresh's family, and that was, you know, pretty helpful to his family. And yeah, of course, like I said, on the weekend after I won on Banfield, my wife has been right by my side since we've been together, and she's been so supportive. And like I said, since the Derby, it was pretty hard, of course, to lose the Derby. But, you know, in Hong Kong, you know, the main thing is it's the next day if you can come back and if you can box on. So, you know, I had my wife next to me, and Xavier, she was very helpful. You know, she just tried to keep my mind busy with different things, and just kept on pushing me and say, you know, somehow you have to forget about what happened, and of course it's gonna be hard, but you have to move forward, and you know, there's bigger things, you know, will happen, but you have to get stronger from what happened and then move forward. And, of course, this is why I celebrated for a Group 1, because I needed it so badly.
Yeah, well, amazing what you've done, Karis, for the family over the last couple of weeks. Looking forward to the future now, and more immediately, I suppose, this weekend, more group racing at Sha Tin. We've got the Lion Rock Trophy, and you're reunited with an old friend of yours in More Than This in the feature. He ran a mighty race last time. I'd almost got Golden 60. It'd have to be a big chance, wouldn't he?
Yeah, of course. To be honest, the horse is in really good condition. Of course, Danny Shum now have him as he's new to his stable. I've been galloping the horse, and I must say thanks to the owner, because of course I won on the horse before, and he decided to give me a chance because Joe was busy with Sky Darci, and that's a good pickup ride for me. And it would be nice to ride a winner for the owner, but really the horse is flying at the moment.
Jade Phoenix was a last start winner. You ride All in Mind in the last as well. That's a tremendous race, the 10th on the programme. Yeah,
of course. Jade Phoenix was a horse that I've been begging Frankie to ride for a long time. I was so happy to win on him because Frankie said, well, okay, we'll give you a chance before we put the apprentice on. And then I end up winning on him. He's a kind of horse that I think will improve into next season, will be better. I hope that win now got his confidence up. The form riding is pretty good. Rhapsody came out and won again, so he's a good ride. The last race, it's a very strong race on the card, but All in Mind ran very good with a heavy weight last time, jumped slow, so with no weight on his back, he's run well in Class 2, and let's hope we get some luck.
Who's your best chance for winner, do you think?
Of course, I think, of course, Jade Phoenix, but like I said, I'm pretty confident with More Than This. I know it's a Group 3, and we got a lot of respect for the Derby winner, Sky Darci, but I'm really looking forward to riding him again, because since the last time I rode him, I think the horse has improved a lot, physically and mentally.
Well, good stuff. Good luck on the weekend, Karis. You're flying again, 66 winners this season, with we've got 15 odd meetings left. You're going to post another big figure, so good luck on the weekend and for the rest of the campaign as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that.
Our thanks to Karis then. We wish him all the best on the weekend. Still plenty more good racing to come. The Lion Rock Trophy and a couple of group races to come at the start of June as well here in Hong Kong as we wind down towards the end of the season. But in part 2 of the show, still plenty much to look forward to. And that's Casper Founds included as he looks at Sky Darci as he steps out in the Lion Rock Trophy. After being in reflective mood for part 1, we're very much looking forward here in part 2 to the weekends, and we'll be looking at the Lion Rock Trophy in a second. If you want to check out each and every race, then head to the website, hkjc.com. Local racing, audio and video section there, and the TV replay. Racing to Win, you'll have the in-depth preview of a couple of the feature races, but also race by race all the way through. There's only 10 races this weekend, but you'll find each and every one of them there with myself, Paul, Mark and Tom. All right, let's concentrate then on the Lion Rock Trophy. It's a Group 3, 1,600 metres, run under handicap conditions as well, featuring from the 7 runners 2 previous winners. Kaying Star won it last year under Chad Schofield. Zach Burton rides this time round. More Than This, as we heard from Karis, got very close to Golden 60 last time out. Champions Way won back in 2019 as a 3-year-old. Fast Most Furious, fast finishing behind Kaying Star in 3rd last time out. Healthy Happy won in the 4-year-old series, won the Classic Cup, making all, but Sky Darci won the big one. He won the Derby. And Not Usual Talent, no weight on his back at all, with Matthew Chadwick in great form from barrier number 5. Sky Darci is the place to start here, and if you can't remember the Derby success, then let's just refresh your memories.
Sky Darci's against the rail from Russian Emperor Lucky Express. Then Packing Waltham, followed by Delightful Lau and Panfield. Excellent Proposal and Conqueror. Tourbillon Diamond, and congratulations, the BMW Derby field have 600 to go, and Silver Express puts it to Healthy Happy. Shadow Heroes hard ridden, then Sky Darci, Maximus packing Waltham, Silver Express and Healthy Happy. They've had big leads. Sky Darci's produced wider out from Russian Emperor, and then came Maximus, an excellent proposal. Sky Darci, he's run to the lead in the Derby with 250 to go. He's a couple of lengths clear on Healthy Happy, Russian Emperor and Panfield. Sky Darci leads. Russian Emperor's 2 lengths away with Panfield. Sky Darci needs the post. Russian Emperor running out of time. It's Joe and Sky Darci for the Derby. Casper, Sky Darci, first run since the Derby. You sent him straight to Chung Fa after that. Were you pleased with the way he came back?
Extremely pleased. Yeah, he's had a couple of nice trials. He's ready to go to the races. Yep.
In those 2 trials, he was under a hold. He wasn't pushed out. Is that what you wanted from him?
Yeah, he's come back nice and well. You know, dropping back in trip now. So got a fresh pair of legs. Nice small field. He's going to be competitive, you know. We still respect our opposition in those types of races. There's a few nice horses in there carrying a lighter weight. And obviously at the top end you've got Kai Ying, and you've got the horse has just changed stable, you know, from More Than Enough, I think it's called. He looks a good horse as well, but they're carrying a bit of weight. In this race, normally the lighter weighted horses seem to have an advantage at the end of the season.
He's a horse who was last here was being prepared for a race over 2,000 metres. What do you do differently for a mile this week?
Oh, well, we just had a nice freshen up with him. You know, he's got the miles into his legs to come back at this trip. And it's more than anything, it's just him. He's ready to go to the races now. I'm very happy with him. He might have one more race after this, just depending on how he runs and how he pulls up. But if he gives us a big effort, there's no reason why I won't give him one more race on the 20th of June.
Is 1,600 metres his best distance?
I think fresh, he could be a pretty smart sprinter, really, you know, probably 12 to 14. That's why this race is a little bit of a test for us, coming back and against older horses. Obviously, being a handicap, it should give us some sort of advantage. It'll certainly give us a gauge as to where we think he's going to be and what distance I'll be training him for the coming season.
The Trainers' Premiership, John Sires 65, Casper 63. Have you got the arsenal to run him down?
Yeah, well, look, we'll be doing our best, like anything. I've said that for a while now, so, you know, I'm glad it's game on. You know, he's doing really well. My stable's starting to fire up. It's going to be close no matter what, you know. John's had a great season, you know. My horses are racing well again, so, you know, there's a few boys that are just chasing us as well, clipping at our heels. So all in all, it's going to be a final good 6 to 7 weeks, and you know, hopefully we'll be there fighting come the last couple of race days.
It certainly makes it an exciting finish to the season for us as race fans. Casper and John going head-to-head, 65-63. Got Frankie Law then on 56, Danny Shum on 56, and Francis Loy on 55. So they're not too far away. The interesting is still talking about the race on the 20th. That's the Premier Cup over 1,400 metres. Let's stick, though, with the Lion Rock Trophy. Go back to Mark. He's now joined by Tom Biddington, who's the racing editor at the South China Morning Post.
Thanks, Andrew. Well, Tom, it's only a small field for the Lion Rock Trophy, but it's nice to see the Derby winner there.
Absolutely. It's a really intriguing race. Only 7 runners, but I think you can make a case for 6 of them.
We'll start with Sky Darci. He's been up to Chung Fa. Couple of trials. What did you make of them?
Yeah, look, he's a really nice horse, and he's been ticking along well. There's still question marks over the Derby form and how strong that is when we come back against the older horses, but that's what the races are for, so we'll see.
Top of the book, Kai Ying Star can never be discounted, especially in a small field such as this.
Yeah, well, he should be going forward and potentially controlling the race. Obviously, he won last year. He's such an honest horse, but he's probably not quite at the peak of his powers, so that brings the others into it.
More than this, has his first start for Danny Shum after going so close against Golden 60 last time.
Yeah, he's a fascinating runner. Obviously a peak performance last time, almost beating Southern Golden 60 in the Champions Mile. If he repeats that, then obviously he's the horse to beat. But change of stable, another question mark there. So we'll be interested to see if he can match that performance again.
I guess the speed angle from the race does come from Kai Ying Star and a horse like Healthy Happy.
Yeah. So Healthy Happy should push up as well. He's got the outside gate. You'd think that'd make it at least an even tempo, and then potentially open it up for the back markers.
If I had to nail you down for a selection for the race, who would you be going for?
Yeah, we've spoken about all these other horses, and the one I'd pick is actually Champion's Way. I sort of think these Group 3 handicaps really suit him. You know he's going to be consistent. He meets more than this, £9 better for finishing a length and a half off him in the Group 2 in early April. I just think he's a consistent horse. Joe Moreira, John Size, you know he's going to be there in the finish. But I'm really looking forward to the race.
And the small field helps his racing style too.
Yeah, absolutely. And if there's an even tempo up front, he can just peel off their back and hit the line hard. So he's the one I think he might be a bit of value.
Interesting there from Tom. Of course, Champions Way won this race a couple of years ago, and it's his only win in actual fact of his 7 that's been over the 1,600 metres. Maybe history can repeat. So as far as the weekend is concerned, then the Lion Rock Trophy is our feature. Slightly earlier start as well, 12:45 for the first of 10 races on the programme. Back to Happy Valley again on Wednesday night. Did you see the action last Wednesday? Track records all over the place. It was amazing night's racing. And then back to Sha Tin again on the following Sunday. But don't forget, we've still, after this weekend, still got some good races to come, some group races at the end of June, which may well feature Sky Darci as well, depending on how he runs on the weekend. That's pretty much it, though, for this week. We're going to leave you with a Kaiying Star winning last year's Lion Rock Trophy. A thriller from the front under Chad Schofield, with Fast Most Furious flashing home late to finish in third. Can he go a couple of places better? We'll find out on the weekend. So thanks for watching. Enjoy this, and we'll see you again on Sunday and bring all the action from Hong Kong direct to you.
2.5 Harmony Victory back at the end of the field. 24.40 the lead section, and Kaiying Star for Chad Schofield leads out a length on time to Celebrate second, make it 3/4. Third is General's Delight and Southern Legend. He's covering a little bit of ground because Beauty Legacy's poking up in the middle and keeping him 3 deep. Then came Precious Ship, midfield on the rail. Elusive State 3 wide, Dances with Dragon, Fast Most Furious on the fence next. From Ratton and 2 lengths away, last is Harmony Victory. 600 metres left to go in the Lion Rock Trophy. Kaiying Star leads the neck on time to Celebrate. General's Delight, Southern Legend. Then came Precious Ship. Beauty Legacy now to the clear out, wider on the track from Dances with Dragon. Precious Ship, Fast Most Furious, Elusive State, Ratted and Harmony Victory further out. 300 to go. Kaiying Star, time to Celebrate. A length away is Southern Legend, General's Delight. Then came Precious Ship, Fast Most Furious off heels. Kaiying Star still kicking. Southern Legend driving with General's Delight. Kaiying Star, Fast Most Furious at them late towards the post. Kaiying Star, I think, takes the Lion Rock Trophy.